Some of the more scarier things that has happened to me throughout my life was the first. mm, the first one would have to be I was driving my dad around one time. He was drinking and he was working the gas and the brake for the vehicle because obviously I'm in a wheelchair and I cannot reach it. And I was just steering, keeping us in the road. And my grandfather was with us and he was also drinking. And my dad said that he wanted to drive, so I said okay, and I let him drive. And he's got complete control of the wheel and the gas and the brake. And my grandpa just like completely jumps on him and starts trying to beat the crap out of him because he was drinking. And after that, we were going over a bridge. And so my dad starts fighting back. He completely lets go of the wheel. And somehow, by the grace of God, I managed to jump over the two fighting drunk idiots and grab a hold of the wheel and steer it away from the bridge's edge and essentially save our life. And then finally they quit fighting and we just continue on our merry way like nothing ever happened. The second most scariest thing that ever happened to in my life, would have been the day that my sister almost drowned. We was at my aunt's family farm, and we were all swimming in her pond. And my sister, she's in this big, huge inner tube, and she's just little and she can't swim. And the next thing we know, she just goes, whoop, and drops right through the inner tube. And, well, I try to swim towards her to get her, but I can't swim fast enough. But luckily somebody does, and they end up saving her. The third most terrifying thing that ever happened to me was a time whenever my dad picked me up and carried me on his back like he always done, and he jumped off of about like 10 to 15 foot bluff down into water with me on his back. I don't really know why I thought that was so scary, but it was very scary. My little sister done it on her own. She was about like 8 or 9, so it's really wasn't really all that bad, I don't guess. Another thing about me is I have been like a hypochondriac my whole entire life. For instance, we went fishing and my dad was carrying me on his back across this field with really grown up weeds and things like that. And they saw a snake. And one of my feet was dangling. My feet and legs was dangling because he was carrying me piggyback, you know. I swore up and down that snake bit me whenever we got back into the car because there was 2 little like puncture wounds in my leg. No, the snake did not bite me, but you couldn't tell 10-year-old me that. And there was this other time that I sounded funny and I got into an argument with my mom, convinced that I was a robot because my voice sounded funny to me one day, like a robot's voice. Well, that's enough stories of young me for tonight. I want to say thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. But also, the most important thing is don't forget to love like Jesus. Thank you and God bless.